How does Unio guide patients from street to exam? Watch now. Tag a doc who needs this.
Today we're going to talk about the Unio Sherman Oaks sign project. What is healthcare signage and how did Unio use it to unify its brand? A healthcare signage package is a coordinated system of signs ranging from the exterior, like the monument on the street, to directional and wayfinding in the parking lot, all the way into the interior. And it ensures that patients encounter a consistent visual experience from the street to the exam room. At Unio, for this project, it included a main wall sign with flat cutout letters and a metal panel that said urology. This kind of labeled the entire building as Unio, so if you were driving by, that's what you might see. On the street, we had a monument sign that tied into the City of Hope monument while identifying Unio's suite. And then by the building, we had a directory made out of like a floating acrylic panel installed with standoffs that listed the physicians at this facility and showed them which direction to go. And then once you entered the actual office, we have a lobby sign that's made out of metallic silver acrylic that welcomes people in. Together, these elements reinforce Unio's identity as part of a modern healthcare group. Clear, professional, and calm across every touch point. What are some of the best practices for medical office signage? So Unio's project demonstrates several key best practices. Number one, legibility and contrast. So clean sans serif typography, along with high contrast between the blue and the white colors that are part of Unio's brand, and then controlled stroke widths, meaning how thick our letters are, will help ensure readability for patients of all ages. So that's one of the first things that we need to think about with any sign, but in particular with medical signage. Then consistency. So consistency is one of those things that is completely underrated, but you know it when you see it, or more importantly, you know it when you don't see it. So every piece from the monument to the lobby uses the same font, color, and spacing ratios to help continue the strength and the recognition of the brand and the lettering that you should see along the way. And then wayfinding clarity, the entrance arrow on the directory helps direct people for the first time. So all of this is made so that from the street to the parking lot, into the walkway, and then finally into the lobby, you know where you are, and it shouldn't be difficult. And that's the goal of our signage here. What signage means in healthcare branding today. So in today's healthcare environment, signage is more than wayfinding. It's brand reassurance. So patients will look for, in Unio's case, trust and calm. And the blue tones that are part of Unio's brand evoke reliability and serenity. And then there's clarity of specialization. So the urology subpanel differentiates specialty care while maintaining the brand identity. So this is obviously important because someone needs to know that they're showing up to the correct facility for what they're looking for. And then consistency across sites. Healthcare groups like Unio rely on sign packages to replicate the same patient experience across multiple locations. A cohesive system tells patients that they're in capable, coordinated hands before they even meet the doctor. So these are subtle cues. Besides all of the fonts being the same and the spacing looking good and the letters being readable, we want to make sure that this entire package is very welcoming and helpful to the patient, because these subtly put the patient who's in a hospital, which is not always the most fun place to be, but it makes them feel comfortable or more comfortable. And so that's important to us when we create signage for these types of projects. How local expertise and materials impact medical signs in Sherman Oaks. So every market has nuances and every street has nuances, and Sherman Oaks and Sepulveda Blvd, which is where this project was, is absolutely no exception. So This building sits on Sepulveda Blvd, giant thoroughfare, very busy street. So visibility is a big deal. People are whizzing by, and lots of lanes of traffic are there at all times of the day. So we need to be visible and we need to be clear. Plus, we need to stick to the sign code. This is a high trafficked area, and making sure that what we do follows the rules is very important. So for Unio Specialty Care, signage wasn't just about naming the practice. It was about guiding patients with confidence and aligning every visual detail with the promise of exceptional care. From our design proof through the final install, the result is a brand presence that feels unified, modern, and unmistakably Unio.
Unio signage equals trust, clarity, and compliance. Ready to get yours? Click bio. Subscribe now.